This is Abe Friedtanzer from Awards Buzz. I'm excited to be speaking with Brendan Walsh about I'll Be Right There. How are you, Brendan?
I'm good, Abe. How are you?
Good, good. Can you tell me about your journey to being part of this film?
Sure. Yeah. Edie and I have worked together before. I had pitched her on a film in 2020, and asked and said, we were all stuck in our houses. It was COVID, and she said, it's really funny. I have this script that I really love. Mark Duplass is looking at it, but if he doesn't want to do it, do you want to do it? And I goes, I mean, if Mark Duplass doesn't want to do it, then sure. I mean, I'm no Mark Duplass, so it was great company to be in. And I read the script and I loved it, and I talked to Jim, the writer, and we kind of just started setting off to do it in that summer. And I really think it just really kind of resonated the taking care of the fact that it's like a film that like is giving everybody the green light to take care of your family and not worry about what keeping up with the Joneses, or figuring out, chasing social media posts that get that make people drive people to kind of not be jealousy, but like it just feels like we're all at the time we were all with our families and stuck there, and there was this kind of this sweet script, and I thought it was really funny, and I thought it had a really good message for you know being okay to like want to be with your family and take care of them, and to enjoy them.
Well, while that last part doesn't necessarily link them, do you feel like this is tonally similar to Nurse Jackie?
Um, no, I'd say Nurse Jackie was definitely darker. It had a darker, more macabre humor to it. Um, I think I think there's definitely comedy that that goes back and forth between the two, but especially kind of how her Edie's performances are at times. But I don't really think they link up much.
Well, I do think it's very interesting how you have such a fantastic ensemble, but almost nobody gets to be, you have very few group scenes, and it's a lot of just, Edie with one person. And did it feel like you were making a bunch of little vignettes about this one character, or more of a cohesive film?
I know. I always thought it was a cohesive film. I mean, I think it was about following her and following this mom who's navigating the world and life, and nothing felt to me, and nothing felt broken up. I mean, yes, there were definitely times where you would have another actor for a day or two, and you would shoot all their scenes, and it would feel like, okay, this is that story, this is the story of this person. But I think it is all about how it's grounded in Wanda, Edie's character Wanda, and how you experience what she does all day, and her running around, and her doing things, and kind of setting herself up to kind of continuously kind of take care of her family. So um it didn't feel like vignettes to me. We kept, the DP and I, and the editor, like we kept on going, like, okay, it's Wanda, so even if there's a shot from somewhere else, or the line makes sense on camera from someone else, we're like, no, but like the perspective should always be with Wanda. Which goes for kind of how you set shots, and how you um you know orchestrate blocking, and then also for how it starts to get edited together. Sometimes well, the first pass we were like, there's all these jokes in here, and then we are like, there's something like not right, it just doesn't. And when we were like, okay, always cut to Wanda, like Wanda's the center of the film. So, and I think that kind of that she's the glue, and she's the drive and perspective that you always want to kind of follow in this film.
And I think that's very true to life too, the way that she just is sort of different with everyone in her life, but also serves a similar kind of role in that A lot of us do that where we're not exactly the same person with different people, but it still comes back to something that is the same sort of defining trait. And Edie does a wonderful job with that. How has your relationship with her evolved over the years since Nurse Jackie? I know you directed an episode of Tommy, etc.
I mean, Edie's a class act. There's nothing you can't find somebody that will say a bad thing about Edie Falco. She maybe the only thing would be she's too humble. I mean, Bradley Woodford, I remember the first time we worked with him on set, and he said that he told his agent I would do lawn work for Edie Falco. Um, so, we've had fun together, and I think, through Nurse Jackie, I mean, it was a long time on Nurse Jackie kind of building that kind of trust with each other and being real. I think she's a very kind of like likes people who are authentic and real and down to earth. And it's grown. I mean, she's been a big supporter of my career and and just us in general. We have kids that are about the same age. So we're always, we'd get to work and you'd be like, teenagers, right? So it's just kind of it's grown great. It's been an amazing friendship that we've kind of developed, and every now and then we just reach out and talk about you know how life is. And I think everybody, it's always good to feel like when someone's talking to you, it's not about what they're trying to get out of it, and it's just like, yeah, you need anything? Like, do you want, um I may have gone off on a tangent there, but that's what I got.
That's always great. I don't we don't come for my questions. I come for your answers. So whatever you have to say is very worthwhile. I'm just there to start it off a little bit. So in terms of your own career, I know you've done a lot of work in television, a little bit less in film. How do you feel the two mediums compare? Do you have a preference for one or the other?
No. I would tell somebody, do you watch TV or do you watch movies? I mean,
There
I
are
get
people who would say one. There are people who would say one, but
really.
yes, I don't know. Maybe
I
some.
mean, maybe now more TV than before. I mean, it's the same thing with genres. I'm kind of a genre breaker, and people always like, well, what genre are you? I'm like, I do watch only one genre. I love doing movies. This is my second feature. I'm trying to get another couple off the ground. I think it really lets me kind of step out and do something that feels like I can just go, I'm very kind of gut driven. So I can just go like, oh, I like this, I like this, we like this. This is the vision. This is what we want to do. I love watching movies. I love watching all sorts of different types of movies. And I love TV. I mean, do I like, you know, I think I would love to kind of do both at the same time. I don't think I would ever not do TV. I think it's really cool to collaborate with people and, find someone else's, vision, or a writer or write with somebody or develop something and kind of just build. I mean, even in film, even when I'm doing a movie, I try to talk with other department heads and the actors and really try to build something together instead of it just being like, this is what I want to do. I mean, there's definitely times when I go, this is what I want to do. But, um, I think that it's an art, entertainment. To me, everything I want to feel entertaining. And, it's an art form where people get to express, how they view things and how they see things. But TV has come such a long way from what it was, in the 80s, 90s. And film, I think, is something that we just kind of always need to keep going as an art form, because it does allow a single mind to kind of control a vision, and try to really kind of put something out there, whether it's good or bad or funny or sad. And there's just something I like about both of them. And it's we should be so lucky to continue to just kind of make entertainment for people to sit at home after their hard days at work. So
That's great perspective. Since this is awards buzz, we love awards, and I'm curious if there is a film or a show or a performance that you've seen recently that is really sticking with you as very awards worthy.
ooh, that's a good one. Uh, that's a good one. There's tons of them. I'm just bad at these kind of pop quiz things. TV shows. What TV shows was I super into recently? I'm really liking that is it Bad Monkey, the new
Yeah.
Apple show? Man, what films did I just recently watch? I mean, I've been watching a lot of indie films that aren't getting their kind of attention. Um,
Love to hear about those too. Yeah, let's get the attention started right. This
I,
is where it starts.
so there's a film that when we were going through the festival circuit that I kept running into, and the director and I kept running into each other, was Fresh Kills, which was a Jennifer Esposito film that I thought was a phenomenal film, and really, really well directed and acted. Um, I'm trying to think. I'm in last year, and then I was like, oh, also American Fiction. I was like, oh, that's already happened. um, wow, I'm really getting stumped on this.
These are good choices so far. I'm a big fan of Jennifer's, and I've heard of the film, but I haven't seen it yet. So I guess I have to go seek it out wherever it is.
It's a good film.
So awesome. Well, Brendan, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing what you do next.
All right, thank you, sir. Have a good one.